Welcome to another inspiring journey with D3, where we spotlight the unsung heroes of space and science. Subscribe for more space-warping stories and discoveries. For much of history, the stars were reserved for stories about men, their dreams, their missions, their footprints on the moon. But behind the scenes, and eventually in front of the cameras, women carved out a legacy among the stars, brilliant, brave, and often overlooked. Long before Sally Ride's historic flight in 1983, women were already shaping the trajectory of space exploration. Meet Katherine Johnson, a human computer whose calculations got John Glenn into orbit. She didn't wear a spacesuit, but her math kept astronauts safe. Without her, NASA's early triumphs might never have left the launch pad. And then there's Valentina Tereshkova, the first woman in space in 1963. A textile worker turned cosmonaut, she orbited the Earth 48 times in a flight that lasted nearly 3 days. Her call sign? Seagull. Her courage? Limitless. In the United States, women like Jerry Cobb were part of the Mercury 13, a group of highly skilled female pilots who passed the same rigorous testing as the male astronauts, but were never allowed to fly. They trained in silence, they watched from the sidelines, and they waited. It would be decades before the doors opened wider. But when they did, Mae Jemison stepped through, the first black woman in space, a doctor, an engineer, a dancer, and a dreamer who looked to the stars and saw herself reflected there. Peggy Whitson would go on to become NASA's most experienced astronaut with over 665 days in space. She's done more than most humans ever will, and yet her name isn't always known. Behind every shuttle launch, every mission patch, and every photograph of Earth from above, there are thousands of women. Engineers, biologists, flight directors, and visionaries who dared to dream past the stratosphere. This story is still unfolding. Today, programs like Artemis are preparing to send the first woman to the moon. And beyond that, Mars, asteroids, maybe even galaxies unknown. To every little girl watching, dreaming of the stars, know this: you belong up there too. The sky is not the limit, it's only the beginning. Like, subscribe, ring that bell, and as always, keep looking.